So, I just got done watching the video "We Need an Honest Discussion" by Bobo, Bullshit Merchant, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I just got done watching that video. I have also watched Varmint Coyote's video, Anti-Pedophilia Irony. I've also watched Coffin616's video response called Varmint Coyote What the Fuck. I also have watched Cardinal Virtues' video response called Wow. I thought I'd throw my 2 cents into this discussion just because I have at least I think I have a different take on this entire situation. Now, the video, "We Need an Honest Discussion," is a piece of shit in my opinion, because all he does throughout this entire video is try to separate pedophilia and child molesters. Which, not all child molesters are pedophiles, but some pedophiles are actually child molesters. And it pisses me off because he says that we shouldn't do anything about non-offending pedophiles, and by that he means someone not looking at child pornography. Well, by your own definition in your video, someone who's offending is actually actively molesting children. But a pedophile watching child porn isn't actually harming any children himself. He has not done anything. He has not stepped over the line into child molester. He's watching someone get victimized, but he has not done anything wrong by your logic, because he hasn't actually gone out and victimized a child. And that's where your logic sort of fucking falls apart. Because when it comes to child pornography, I don't know what the fuck your stance is on it, because you don't ever address child pornography as far as I know, because child pornography comes about because of pedophiles. Because pedophiles have an attraction to children, some pedophiles act on that urge to fuck children, so they then videotape it and share it around with other pedophiles. So, at what point in your brain do pedophiles become child molesters? Is it when they actively do something to a child, or is it when they watch child pornography? Because, whether or not you want to admit it, they are victimizing a child, at least by proxy. So, there's that. There's also the whole, we shouldn't be looking at pedophiles, we should be looking at child molesters. Well, how are we to know that those pedophiles we aren't looking at child pornography or not actually child molesters themselves? How are we supposed to know that? We could look at their hard drives, but they could have deleted it, they could claim some kind of innocence, they could be claiming all kinds of bullshit to get out of that. There's also the group NAMBLA, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, which is a group of brazen pedophiles who want nothing more than to have their right as pedophiles celebrated, and they shouldn't be illegal, and I don't fuck. Just the fact that there are groups of men who basically say, hey, we're pedophiles, we should get into a group and try and legislate God knows what into fucking law. What do we do with them? Do we just say, they're fucking cranks, they're old pieces of shit, they're pedophiles, not sexual offenders? What the fuck do we do with NAMBLA? You don't bring up NAMBLA in your video, even though NAMBLA is a group of pedophiles who are actively trying to make sex with boys not a fucking crime. I don't know how relevant they are, but they were big, and I mean, what do we do with them? Do we lock them up because they're trying to harm children, or trying to legislate that children should be able to consent, or whatever, God knows what else they're trying to fucking do? What do we do with them? Do we do the same thing that we did with the whole non-offending pedophiles who are looking at child pornography. Like, what are your solutions for finding child molesters or stopping child molesters? Do we have to wait till they victimize a child to arrest them? When's if we overhear a conversation between two pedophiles and they're trying to actually get a child to fuck, or they're going to go victimize a child? Do we have to wait for them to victimize the child, or do we stop them before they victimize a child? They haven't done anything yet, but they're planning on it. By your fucking logic, we can't do anything until they actually victimize a child. Because you don't say, if they're planning on doing it, we can't do anything. You don't say either way. You say that we should be looking for people who actually victimize children. We shouldn't be looking for those who are planning to victimize children. Well, where the fuck do you draw the line? Honestly. Do you draw the line at planning to? Or do you actually just draw your line at victimized children, we lock them up? What the fuck? Where is your line? Where's your moral line in the fucking sand? It just, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It just, oh my god. And you try and say that violent video games are the same as pedophilia. No. No. Do I have to fucking explain it in big fucking letters? Violent video games have ratings. There's a person in that equation that isn't in pedophilia and child molestation. There's the fucking parent. And yes, they are in the whole pedophilia child molestation thing, but they have a more active role in the video game thing than... And I've done videos about the whole video game outrage bullshit thing, and the difference between pedophilia and violent video games is violent video games are there to entertain people, and the violence is a way to make things entertaining. Pedophilia is an urge and a desire to fuck children. People who play violent video games may be violent, but they're taking it out in a virtual medium. They are not hurting anybody. Pedophiles, if they act upon what they're thinking, even if they're just watching child pornography, they're harming a child in some way. And I just... I don't get how those two things are fucking similar. At all. I don't. I don't see how they're similar. I don't see... I don't... I have to agree with Coughlin. I'm not one of those people who wants to see pedophiles lynched, or hung, or strung up, or killed. I'm not one of those kind of fucking people who do that, but I think they should be monitored. They should have, like, a shock collar on, and if they just start thinking about children and victimizing them, they get a fucking shock, so they go, holy shit, I shouldn't fucking do that. But child molesters, I think they should have their testicles chopped off. Because they fucking lost the chance to rehabilitate themselves when they fucked a child. They lost all rights to fucking anything once they victimize an innocent child. And you seem to be, seriously, you seem to be walking a razor's edge straddling pedophilia and child molestation. You seem to fucking be running that razor's edge. And you didn't say, you didn't bring up the Catholic Church and their protecting of pedophiles and child molesters. Like, you never speak on that either. And the Catholic Church is known for shuffling around child molesters. But I don't see you fucking petitioning the government to revoke their... I don't see them... I don't see you, like, protesting and saying, bring these child molesters to fucking justice. I don't see you fucking doing that. Because if you did, you would have a lot of fucking support. You would have a fuck ton of support, especially on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure at the country at large. If you were going around, I want to bring these Catholic priests who molested children to fucking justice. But you're not doing that. You're talking about pedophilia. If you really wanted to help people, you'd be doing other things than trying to differentiate pedophilia and child molestation. You'd be doing more than just trying to fucking say just trying to make a distinction. You'd be petitioning the Catholic Church and the UN and trying to get child molesters who are in the Vatican and the Catholic Church to be fucking brought over and indicted on charges in this country. You're not. As far as I know, you're not. I don't see you trying to make harsher punishments for child molesters. I don't see you I don't see you saying to pedophiles, if you don't want to be an offending pedophile, go to this address. I don't see you doing that. I don't see you doing a lot of fucking things. I see in the description of the Mirror, like lifetimes and help something, but I don't see a petition. I don't see ways to approach pedophiles and say, do you want treatment? And if they really did want treatment, they'd be going for fucking treatment. They wouldn't worry about being the fuck up. They'd be walking into psych wards and be like, I want fucking help. I'm a pedophile and I don't want to victimize anybody. And you say at the end of your video, or near the end of your video, that there are people out there who would kill themselves rather than victimize a child. I don't doubt that there are people who would do that. And you say, you've got to be pretty ballsy to do that. And I actually have said that in the past. I said to people I know that if I ever got to the level of a stalker, not even someone who's actually hurting someone, I want my friends to beat the shit out of me and or kill me, so I don't do anything bad. I have that standing policy with my friends. And if they wouldn't do it, I would do it. I would kill myself if I ever try to do anything bad. I don't ever plan on doing anything bad. But if I start to fucking just kill innocent people, fucking I'm gonna fucking be, my friends are gonna be like, sorry bro, we gotta put you the fuck down. You're hurting people. But I don't know. And who's to say pedophiles committing suicide is a bad thing? If they actually see themselves that much of a threat, maybe they should commit suicide if they are afraid of them doing it to, or they should turn themselves into the cops or something less extreme. But I don't see them doing that. I don't hear about it. Granted, I'm not looking, but I'm pretty sure if people just started walking into police stations en masse and just like, I'm a pedophile, and all this other shit, I think we would hear about it. But yeah, I'm Resonator Zen. This is my 2 fucking cents. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you're right. I don't fucking know. And I don't think you'll watch this video because I'm swearing, and I don't think you like swearing. So, bye-bye for now. Peace.